Hello, everybody. Welcome to a new show called Who Are the Tory Leadership Candidates? Part 1. Every day at 5 p.m., we bring you guys the profile of the current Conservative Party candidates for the leadership of the party. And we tell you who they are, where they come from, what they've done, what they say they're going to do, and what they might really do. First, we're going to talk about Kemi Badenoch, an underdog coming out of nowhere and making a name for herself in this election. And so, but who is she exactly? Well, Kemi was born in Wimbledon, London, and to Nigerian parents. And she went to Phoenix College, a state school. And while she was there, in order to fund her education and her life, she was at the same time working in McDonald's. Following that, she went to university and became a software engineer. And she worked as a software engineer and analyst throughout her life. Following her private life success and career, she then joined the London Assembly as an assembly member for the Conservative Party. And this is obviously, of course, still in the 2010s. And then when the issue of the EU referendum came up and the Brexit campaign, she campaigned for Brexit, which is a good sign if you want to be a Conservative candidate for party leadership in this round. Of course, she then became, in 2017, a Member of Parliament for Saffron Walden. And this, again, became her new platform for public office. She became an MP, and since then, she's had a number of roles within government. She became a junior minister for children and families because she's very traditional Conservative. She believes in family values and she believes in British values. She then joined the Treasury team as the Exchequer Secretary to the Treasury, which at that time she saw the flaws of the system and the economic model that we have in this country. Following that, she then became the Minister of State for local government, faith, and communities. Then, of course, she then decided to widen her profile and portfolio inside the government. She believes in Margaret Thatcher and Winston Churchill. These are the two heroes for Kemi Badenoch. And Kemi Badenoch's views, let's talk about them. She's against net zero. She believes that a net zero target is arbitrary and ill thought through. She's fighting against the system. She did support the health passports, immunity passports, but just like many other ministers, the argument they had was that at the time, Sajid Javid and the government and the health secretary basically, the whole idea was to use the policy and the introduction of it as a bluff to get more people to get their jabs. And the whole point was that the government didn't really fully implement it anyway. And that was a promise they got from the top of the government so that they could vote. And of course, because of the collective responsibility parts of the cabinet and government, they had to vote for it anyway. They were forced to do it, but it is what it is. That's one flaw, I guess. She has decided to say that we have to fight against the illegal migration crisis, and the current system is not working. She's backing the policy ideas and legislations to actually make a fairer and reformed system so we could actually sort out this crisis once and for all. But of course, she would know soon, if she actually gets to the job, that the Home Office are a bunch of bureaucratic idiots who want to be obstacles. Kemi's strength is on free speech. She is against the government's online safety bill that threatens our free speech. She doesn't really care much for people who are overly sensitive and try to restrict our freedom just because they get offended over a simple joke. This is a big issue. But one of her main policy agendas is to drain the swamp of the Whitehall establishment and the globalist elite who are running our country and ruining our lives at times. And this is going to be one of the main focuses. She has said that keep an eye on the Bank of England as well, because there's going to be a lot of chaotic stuff happening in the financial system as well as the economic model of this nation. That is Kemi Badenoch, the underdog candidate from the right of the Conservative Party, someone who, despite the fact that in her family are from Nigeria, she is even more British than a white middle-class vegan from the left in this country, so who's supposed to be technically pro-English identity and British values, but they're not. In fact, Kemi is more of a conservative than those idiots. So this is the first part of this new series to tell you about a short video about who these candidates are. Tomorrow we're going to bring you more candidates. I might have to actually do multiple candidates each day because by the time we actually finish this, they're going to be withdrawing from the race. This election is going to go very quickly in the first round. So if you enjoy the content and if you want to watch all the other news updates that we do throughout the day, subscribe to the channel. I'm Tousi and we are the media.